Nick speaking. Okay, so here we have a massive bag of bits. Now, believe it or not, these are all the bits for my 3 wave serpents, which I'm preparing to paint. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there, a lot of guns and turrets and God knows what else. So I think that's actually going to be probably the biggest part of painting the tanks. But it inspired me to come up with this video for Show Us Your Bits, 40k bits that is, of course. So I thought, yeah, I'd show you the bits that I've collected over the years. So what I've got first up is some Tyranid bits, which I've segregated out into these boxes. So there's like lots of sacks, and these are the old flesh hooks, warrior heads, you know, just a collection of bits basically that I've never sort of got around to using. There's some spore mines here. I think I got those off of eBay, because these are fine cast ones, not metal, so I've got a few of those in there. Just random stuff. That's my experimenting that I did when I was blending my talons. Just did an experiment with one of those. I also have another box of Tyranid bits. See, I've got some Hive Tyrant gargoyles, again lots of talons, and all the guns which never really used basically. I've got a little cubby hole of rippers here. Make some more ripper bases up maybe at one point. So yeah, I've got 2 Tyranid boxes. I have a Necron box here, lots of green rods. I've got some Immortals. I've got 9 of these actually. Well, I did have 10, but I gave one away to my buddy Dunk. But the reason why I haven't used these is they were all exactly the same pose. So when I was buying them up, I'd sort of, if I got too many of the same pose, I'd just store them away. I'm thinking about converting these in maybe to death marks or possibly Tesla warriors. Not quite sure at the moment, but yeah, they're in there. Monolith bits, because I did buy an extra monolith sprue for my piece of terrain, so I've got a few of those. I've used quite a lot of this for objective markers and stuff, but yeah, I've got like a door there and stuff. So yeah, that's my Necron box. I've also got another box here with lots of stuff, and mainly bases actually. But the idea of doing this video is I thought it'd be really good if you guys did a similar video showing us your bits boxes. It'd be really cool just to see what everyone's got. I mean, I'm not sure, have I got a lot of bits? Have I not got a lot of bits compared to, you know, other people? So yeah, I'd be interested for you guys, if you fancy doing a video response to this one, and let's all have a look at your bits, your 40k bits, of course. So yeah, I've got razor wire, lots of bases. I keep all this plastic stuff. These are from the objective markers, but I thought, you know, this is quite good stuff. I might be able to make stuff out of that, crystals or something. It's best not to throw anything away really, if you can help it. I mean, I even keep, where are we? I even keep a load of, no, I don't keep every single one, but I do keep all the sprues. No bits on, because these are very useful. And if you look at my Cities of Death terrain, all of the rubble that's on the floor of each building is this cut up into bits. So yeah, I always make sure I keep some of that spare, because you never know when that's going to be useful. So coming back to the boxes, 13th Company, my Space Wolves, basically means I've ended up with 3 boxes. I've got a box of leftover Chaos bits and pieces. I have a box of Space Wolves bits and pieces. I even keep the gash bits, you know, after I cut models up. So I mean, there's some legs there. You know, I still kept that because you never know, it might be useful. And in here you'll see there's what's that? There we go. That's like the bottom half of a pout. Ooh, bottom half of a pout. I mean, that could actually come in useful at some point. There's even just bits of scrap metal. Maybe if you want to sort of weigh down a base, they could be quite handy to put in the bottom of bases. And I've got some wolf's hands where I've cut those off. So yeah, I keep everything basically. It's well worth keeping everything, because you never know when you're going to find it handy. I've also got just the standard Space Marine boxes, because obviously my Space Wolves are a combination of the three, basically Space Wolves, Chaos and normal Space Marines. So yeah, I've got loads of stuff in there, you know, heads and stuff, which is great. You know, you want a guy standing on a head, just delve into one of your bits box, and there you go, you've got a head. I've also kept all of the leftover scrap pieces from my Cities of Death buildings. And I've got loads here. I've got my where I did some experimenting, you know, with the paint jobs, just trying it all out, how to do some of the burnt stuff and that. So yeah, again, brilliant for basing. This makes fantastic basing material. You know, I would definitely use some of this stuff at some point. You know, there's like a barrel there and, you know, bits and pieces. So well worth keeping all that. So I've got loads of that there. I also have this box here. Now this is my Eldar actually. I haven't got around to getting some of those things yet, but I will do. But at the moment I've got all of my Eldar bits just in this box, and I seem to build up quite a lot actually. I'll have fun packing this up. But in this tissue here is just the canopies, keeping those safe. Always keep these little bags as well. They're good for putting bits in. There's some hollow fields there. So yeah, oh, that's a wolf. When I experimented painting my wolves, again could become useful for base. Got a few models here, so I've not got around to using that. But most of this is bits and like the canopies that I never use because I use my Forge World ones. But just never know when something like this is going to come in useful. Well, there you go. Look, I've got one of the Phoenix Lords here. I haven't got around to doing. Got that off eBay. I always keep stuff thinking, yeah, well, when I finish my army, I'll sell this on eBay, but I never will. You know, I'd rather just keep it in my bits box and know that one day it might actually become useful, and very often it does. So yeah, that's my little Eldar box. Talking about Eldar, I was very fortunate to be given a box of bits from somebody that I knew. He doesn't do it anymore. I think he did this when he was about 12 or something. But in here I have, as you can see, a wave serpent. I can get the bag open with one hand. Get out. Right, there you go. So all this stuff's going to need redoing anyway, but basically there's it's not wave serpent, it's a Vulcan. It's a bit knackered really. I mean, all these canopies, you know, it's not going to be doing much for actually playing a game with, but what I plan to do with this at some point is make a piece of terrain out of it, you know, like a crash tank, you know, could be quite cool. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with that. And then in here I've got a few other models. There's some Guardians, some old Howling Banshees. And there's actually an Avatar. Well, I had the Forge World one, but yeah, I might paint him up at some point. So I've got an Avatar in there. Warlock, Jet Bike, well, that's broken. I've got this guy here. Not quite sure exactly who this is. Oh, camera ran out then. Okay, so yeah, if you know who he is, then yeah, email me or let me know below in the comments. That'd be cool. And then very last thing to show you is this tub here, which is the projects I'm currently working on. What's that? Oh yeah, this is my eBay purchase that I've recently got, which are some Storm Guardians, which I basically mainly bought for the guns, because I need some of these fusion guns and pistols. But yeah, they're quite cool. Some Warlocks. I'll be repainting them anyway, but yeah, so I've got that there. And then in here, this is basically just like the current projects I've recently been doing. More Wave Serpent stuff. And what's that? Oh yeah, another Phoenix Lord having there. And then this is from the Trigon bits and pieces that I haven't used yet when I redid my Tervigon. That's the Carnifex arms. A few bits and pieces. What's that? Oh yeah, Dark Eldar. Came in with an eBay purchase, that thing. So there you go. So, well, hopefully that was interesting. See what I've got. I'd love to see all of your bits. and thanks for watching, and I look forward to your video responses.